I think that's the end of our evening. Oh, so just because Albin walks out, now suddenly the end. Wonderful. Yeah, typical Albin. Not only is he emo, but he's selfish as well. It's Monday morning. I'm alone. Bradley's not a prisoner anymore, but he's still staying in the other bedroom. I ought to be in my dorm room, smelling Vanessa's hairspray and getting ready for class. Unlike some people, I don't leave my homework till the very last minute, so it wouldn't take long. Oh, a squat, okay. Has she reported me missing by now? Have they called my parents? Are the police looking for Bradley? No, because over there it's going to be like paused time, isn't it? Whilst you're in this one, time on the other one doesn't count when you turn back. It's like you've never gone. I can see that being the case. It's 1984 here. If whatever sent us here also sent us through time, then maybe when we get back, it'll still be the day that we left. And we will never have been missing at all. Oh god, no. Don't tell me I just had the same thought as Janet. I take everything back. That's a stupid idea. Of course, time is going to pass. Oh no. Alright. Of course, Bradley's sister never came back. I stand up, yawn and stretch. I slept through the night, but I don't feel completely rested. I blame the dream. I was in a dark forest at night, but not like the forests around here. This is more like a Louisiana swamp, with wet ground and hanging moss swaying in the breeze. I'm entirely sure I know what a Louisiana swamp is, but okay. Yeah, a swamp in Louisiana for all you clever clocks. Yeah, I get that. I'm not sure what they're like. Every path looks alike. Everywhere I went, I couldn't find my way out. I couldn't tell if I were walking in circles or if the forest went on forever. It probably went on forever. Then, up ahead in the distance, I saw a glimmer of light. I knew it was probably just a will-o'-the-wisp, so I ignored it, but it kept coming closer, until it was a giant fireball rushing towards me. God. Then I woke up. Obviously, my subconscious feels trapped here. There are worse places to get stuck. It's a nice house, we have plenty of food, and the people are alright most of the time. Yeah, I'd say that's debatable at best. But I want to go home. I want to be in my room with my books and my music and just relax and recharge. I want to feel centered. Here, I feel like I'm on stage and I can't get off, and the audience is watching my every move. We're not much more than strangers. What do they think of me, really? Am I annoying, or stupid, or weird? All of the above. I've been trying to learn to be more social this year. I spend my weekends talking to people, going to parties, even this date. But when the weekend is over, it should be back to school, back to normal. Okay. Has anyone just found that going to parties is like the biggest waste of your time ever? You never feckin' remember anything. You may as well just go to a bar and get smashed. That's what I do anyway. If I had work to do, I'd feel better. Well, I just can't sit here all day and stare at these blank walls all day. May have added all day in a little bit too early. I make my way to the kitchen to prepare my breakfast. Since I can't cook, I did beans on toast. Good morning. Is there anything I can get for you? No, I'm fine. You know, you shouldn't have to cook for everyone all the time. Oh, I don't mind. Still, it's not fair to make you do all the work. How about I make dinner for everyone tonight? I can do some good, spicy Indian food. Let me guess, half the people don't like spicy food? I don't know if Nathaniel has the ingredients for that. I'll improvise. Oh, great. That should keep me... Food poisoning ahoy. That should keep me busy for a while today. I'm not a great cook, but I know lots of ways to spice up vegetables and rice. But until then, I'm at loose ends. Loose ends, okay. So we've just got the afternoon nothing to do. Brilliant. I'm still wandering around downstairs, trying to decide where to go, when I spot someone sitting on the grand staircase. Bradley? He's got his elbows on his knees and his chin in his hands, staring at the front door. Don't you dare ask what's wrong, or what's up, or something like that. Don't you dare, it's quite obvious. Oh, for fuck's sake. Does he look okay? This is what teachers do at schools. You could have, like, your finger hanging off your hand. And they'll be like, are you hurt? What? No, this is fine. This is just a flesh wound. Whatever. Are you okay? I grab the banister and swing myself around to sit beside him. What's up? I'm not feeling so great. Do you have a fever? I'm not sick. So what is it? He blows out a gusty sigh. With all these dates, I had to be ready for anything, because I didn't know how it would happen. Sometimes I didn't know if it ever would, but I could never give up. I planned for so long, if I'd stopped, I didn't know anything else to do. But you were right, you found the way to another world. Yeah, but it's the same thing. What? All my plans have run out. He must be feeling stir crazy, only worse than me. He's worked so hard to get here, and now all he can do is wait. I hate being useless. I've always had so many goals, I could never do enough. So, any time I'm not working towards a goal, I feel guilty. See, I'm not sure I could get on with a person who's constantly working towards something. What happened to doing stuff for fun? You could go in the library and read some books. You could masturbate in the pages and make them stuck together. Especially the science books so Linz can't open them. And the emo books for Albin so he can't open them. It'd be brilliant! I feel like the football team after the end of the season. You never have time to stop and then bang, it's all over. It's not over, you're just in a half-time. Is that the right word? That's the point, he's in the football team. I kept thinking soccer, but it's not that, is it? It's American football! He doesn't have the physique for American football. Whatever, I guess. Maybe that should be my goal for this morning, to entertain you. You're going to do a half-time show? Yeah, this better not turn into a cheerleading out. What's a half-time show? Never mind. I thought maybe we could find a game to play. I'm sure Nathaniel has something. Do you know where he is? Yeah. Don't look too excited or anything. Sorry. Nathaniel's not that bad. He's on my smiting list for, you know. We all know there isn't, but he's not too bad. I'll go find him. You will? What about me? Ideas are your job. Fetching things is my job. Whatever. He walks off into the house. I suppose he's trying to be helpful, but it's not like wandering around this mansion is hard work. Sitting here waiting is more of a pain than helping him look would be, okay? There's nothing to do here but stare at the door. There's a few more things to do here than stare at the door. But sure, alright, we'll run with that. After a few minutes, he returns and holds up a small leather bag fastened with a drawstring. What's that? Jacks. I've never played Jacks. I don't even know what Jacks are. That's okay, it's for kids, so it's pretty easy. He had some cards and board games, but they were all weird. I guess Jacks are still Jacks wherever you go. So, do you want to play? You don't have to. I don't know what Jacks are. I know in bowls, there's the Jack, which you throw down first, and you've got to go near that. And then there's those flicky things, but I think they're called tiddlywinks in England. It might be the same thing, you never know. No, that sounds fine. What do we need to play? Just some space and a hard floor for the ball to bounce. The ball. Okay, I have no idea what they're on about. I thought I should Wikipedia this. Well, those spare bedrooms have plenty of open space. Alright. So how does... Oh god, we're going to a bedroom alone to play? This can only end badly. So, how does this work? Well, first we sit on the floor. If you can. I've got leggings under this skirt. It's not like you're trying to peek. What next? Right, I'm not sure he asked that, but okay. Flattering yourself. Bradley unlaces the bag and scatters a handful of many pointed gold and silver objects over the floor. A small red ball bounces free and rolls until he catches it. You bounce the ball off the floor, then quickly pick up a jack and catch the ball before it can bounce again. Right. So, all you've got to do is throw the ball pretty hard. I'd be brilliant at this. That sounds easy. Just wait. We take turns bouncing and catching the ball while scooping up the jacks. I'm not sure what the point of this is. I guess it's practice for learning how to bounce the ball. I'm not sure that's the real reason why this game exists. Otherwise it's like, what, 3-4-year-olds? Oh well. Now you have to pick up groups at a time and get exactly the right number. No more, no less. That can't be much harder. I imagine it is. Unfortunately, after a few tries with different groups, it turns out that it is. At least it is for me. Well, you have more practice. I'm not a boy, so I never played games like this growing up. Right. You know what? Janet looks so much better with her eyes closed. If she could keep her mouth that way as well, this would be wonderful. Ah. Really? I thought Jack's was a girl's game. My sister taught me. No, I guess I wouldn't know either way. She's just making excuses because she lost. Sore loser. I tended to be a loner at school. I know the games that we were forced to play together for gym class, but I don't always know what other kids did on the playground for fun. So, what's your sister like? Susan's great. I mean, she was probably the best big sister a guy could have. I'm not sure I could make a comment there without going horribly incestual. I thought she was horrible when we were little. She was so much bigger than me, really bossy. And she was always right. But as we got older, I realised she was kind of cool. Once she turned 18, she'd rent horror movies for me and stuff like that. She even snuck me some beer once. Wait, how old was she when she went missing? 20? So she shouldn't have been drinking either. Why does everyone ignore these laws except from me? Because, look, well, no one pays attention. Come on. I mean, like, no one goes to 18 having never drank alcohol. And I suppose I said that. I mean, I started when I was like 14 and 15, but, you know, Spain's Spain, right? She didn't get me drunk or anything. It was just a little bit. So I could say I knew what it tasted like. For the guys. For the guys. For showing off. Kinda. She liked to party, but she was always careful and she never drank if she was driving. Okay. She was teaching me to drive too. I was 16. I was going to save up for my own car and then... He sighs. Do you know what she wanted to be when she grew up? She'd be an adult now. She might have a job. I just want to point out that it is probably unlikely that the people who disappeared beforehand are the people now. Because Raphael remembers stuff he did when he was 8. And I mean, unless one of the girls disappeared was 7, wiped her memory and then it just continued from there on, it seems somewhat unlikely. Alright, do you know what she would have wanted to be when she grew up? She'd be an adult. She might have a job. I don't know. I guess I never asked. Too self-absorbed. He didn't care. Nothing we can do about it now, anyway. Dumb move, Janet. That's why we came up here in the first place, to play games and forget about our worries. So, are you any good at volleyball? What a topic change. Of all the things to come up to her mind first, it was like, ooh, this is a bit awkward. You any good at volleyball at all? Fucking hell, honestly. Alright. I've played. It's not my best sport. Why? How about volley sock? This really is a better idea with clean socks, but it's all about working with what you have. Dorm rooms aren't very big, so other students play keep up with their pair of socks balled together. Right. Not entirely sure I understand. Of course, Bradley is far more coordinated than I am, and I miss the ball a lot as we stumble around the room and bounce it off the walls. Then I hear some banging on the bedroom door. Do you two have to go at it like weasels? Keep it down in there. Oh, I see what he did in there. What's he talking about? He thinks we're having sex? What? It's ridiculous! How dare he! How should Janet respond to Albin's accusation? Be quiet, make more noise! Make more noise. Alright, well I feel I really don't like Albin, so we're going to try and go for that one. Ah, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. Alright, we're going to make more noise. So he thinks we're going at it like weasels? Let's show him what fucking rhinos do! Oh, Bradley! What? Oh yes! What are you doing? I jump up and down a few times. Harder! There's another thump at the door and then incoherent mumbling. Moving away. Sounds like I drove him off. Oh, that was worth it. Stop that! What? He deserved it. What about me? What about you? I would never disrespect you or Nathaniel that way. I hate to think of Janet's answer here. Disrespect? Nathaniel? What? We're guests. It'd be rude to do stuff like that under his roof. Oh, but fine after a cheap date back at your house. I see how it is. Yeah, but we're not really doing anything. It was just a joke because Albin was being a jerk. And if we wanted to, how would that be disrespecting me? If somebody were making you scream like that and people heard it, it would embarrass you, wouldn't it? Well, no. No, not really. Of course it would. We can't even manage to talk about that between ourselves without getting flustered. If we got caught actually doing something, it would be awful. Janet, you're 19. Really? I understand, right? Okay, some people might be a virgin at 19. I get that much. But speaking about it? Really? Alright, whatever. But we weren't caught, it was just a joke. It wasn't embarrassing at all, because I was in control of what was happening. But Bradley wasn't. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you. I don't have any experience of dealing with boys, you know. I was about to take the piss, but I mean, like, kind of her action was brought on by me, so I can't really say anything. It's okay. Storms come and go with him so quickly. Say, do you like spicy food? What? Sure, why? I've got something planned for later.